March from Awesomeness Hollywood here at the MGM Grand for the iHeartRadio Music Festival with Brian and Jess from Somerset, the Somerset.
The Somerset.
I saw your dating disaster and Boomerang. At first it was a disaster.
Yeah.
I want to know, are there any real disaster dating stories for you, Brian, or for you, Jess?
I think
I wanna know
every
the worst
relationship
one.
I've ever been in was a giant disaster. I don't think I've ever been in a relationship that wasn't a giant disaster. I think Jess is the only person actually in probably all of the Somerset whose relationship isn't a giant disaster.
So you're in a healthy relationship, a good
Yes,
relationship?
and it's working. And I'm the only person in the band that I think has maybe successfully done that.
What's-
Brian, not so.
What's your advice for the rest of the band?
Don't be me.
Don't listen to Brian's advice ever. That would be my advice to the band. Yeah, that'd be it. If you do everything else besides what Brian says, you'll be fine.
It's probably true. I've had a couple of really great relationships that didn't last very long that ended usually in really, really sad songs on records called Everything's Fine that people forgot about.
Well, speaking of which, we'll remind people right now, one of them is named after a former Flame.
Oh, yeah. She's the only one I'm still friends with. So, ironically, yeah. Enough time has passed that we have a song that's, named after a former fling, and she's still one of, like, our best friends and biggest fans, and she actually texted me this morning, and so did her mom, saying, "Oh, my God, good luck. So proud of you guys. You've come so far," and that's really cool. So, maybe my only dating disaster that wasn't a disaster was the friendship I got out of an ex-girlfriend.
And I know that you are almost all but in love with Justin Timberlake.
I'm proud. I am all in, as I guess you would say here in Vegas, in love with Justin Timberlake.
Why Justin Timberlake?
It's been, since as long as I can remember, I've just always thought he was awesome. I wasn't even an NSYNC fan, and I think all his solo records are incredible. And he's just such a cool dude. He's even, like, outside of music. He's obviously a very talented actor, but he's also never had any bad publicity about him. He's a really great golfer. It's like, how are you good at everything?
I like how you slipped golfer in there.
Golfer.
Like you were like, amazing with publicity, the best guy ever.
Great golfer.
Can golf.
Can golf. Can golf. That's important. I'm just all in love with Justin Timberlake.
If you had a date with Justin, what would you do?
Well, we'd play golf.
Would you?
We'd probably play golf
Who'd win?
together. I don't know. I'm pretty good, but I heard he's really good too.
Would you let him win if it was close?
He's Justin Timberlake. He wins everything. Like, I think I could be playing the best I've ever played, and he'd still win.
I think I've just came up with your relationship solutions
Dating
right now.
disaster.
Yeah, now just pretend that the person you're with is Justin Timberlake, and I promise you will treat them like the goddess she is.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Our problems are solved now.
Solved.
And do you guys have more music coming out? What can we expect from you guys in the next couple months?
Well, we just put an album out. It's called Legendary. It came out in April, so we're gonna be working that for a little while. And it's our proudest record to date. We've seen just a great response. But the rest of the year just looks like a lot of touring. As I said, we're going back to Europe with Sleep My Sirens, and then the U.S. with 303, Australia right after that for Warped Tour Australia, which we're very excited about. Well, just lots of cool stuff. And I think we're always working on new music. So as to when we would release something, I don't know. But I'd hope to make another music video for a song too, et cetera, et cetera.
Which song is the next music video? Do you guys have any idea?
Well, we're releasing a little tour music video very, very soon. For a song called Jukebox that we made ourselves, which we're very excited for people to see because it's really fun. Jess, I'll just let Jess talk about it. Jess is the star of this video.
Well, it was just us basically being the Somerset, just hanging out and kind of smashing things, and
Of course.
smashing things.
Watermelons.
That's what we do
Watermelon.
when we hang out. The Somerset, we just smash watermelons and all types
We
of
drink
fruit.
bourbon and smash watermelons while wearing suits, by the way.
So it's an inside look at what we do when we hang out together. It really was just a lifestyle video. Like it wasn't really acting. It was really just us hanging out with each other.
Josh threw Jess's beanie and necklace in a fire pit.
He did do that. So you actually do see real life me fighting Josh because
That's right.
I throw down. The guys are scared of me.
You
I
also
throw down.
actually see one of my dating disasters really happen in the video. That's not even acting. It just happened.
That's true. That's true too.
I'm so.
This is like true life, the music video.
Everything we've talked about in this entire interview is going to be shown in this video, hopefully for us. And speaking of touring, you're the only girl in this group, and I want to know.
Debatable because look who's sitting next to me.
That's perfect. That leads me to my next point. I want to know some of the touring secrets. For
Right.
example, who is the messiest?
The
on
messiest
tour?
would be probably one of the Gomez brothers, Steven or John. They kind of they always lose their stuff, and they're kind of just always leaving it everywhere. They're kind of a little bit of a cluster.
And then we gotta also keep in mind that Josh takes like an hour and a half to get ready in the
But
morning.
he's not messy.
And he's not
we'll
messy,
get to
but
that.
he
I'm sure
takes-
he probably would ask.
He takes a long time to get ready. We're always late because of him. I may act like a girl just as like a human, but I'm pretty low maintenance. I'm not messy and I'm always on time.
This is true.
So who in the group will instigate the most confrontations, but who can back it up the most?
John instigates the most, and he doesn't really back it up very well. He just never stops, and we usually just get tired and bored.
Then we just ignore him.
So we just kind of either ignore him or let him have it.
Let
But-
him win.
So I don't necessarily know if it counts as backing it up, but his persistence and annoyance level usually wins just because I think the rest of us have better things to do.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And who takes the longest to get ready?
Oh, Josh, like he said, we have this joke now that Josh, he's not gonna die. He's always gonna be like, I just need 5 more minutes. So Josh is that one that we're always waiting on. He always takes the longest to get ready. Always 5 more minutes. That's those are gonna be his last words. Just 5 more minutes,
And then he's done.
and then he's done.
What are your last words? Going to be not right now. These
I'm
aren't your
probably
last
gonna
words.
just
I'm not
murmur
gonna-
like Backstreet Boys, like really creepily. Probably
She
just
cried when she met
Backstreet
them
Boys.
last week. It was like watching someone at a One Direction concert.
Did you like hyperventilate? Cry?
Oh, full
We
on.
played a show and she full on broke down because
The
at one
boys have
point,
never seen me like full on have an emotional breakdown.
I've
have
never
like
seen her
these.
have emotions in general.
Yeah, I'm usually good at like keeping them to myself, and it was the Backstreet Boys, and I knew that I was probably gonna meet them. They ended up meeting them before me, so I started full on
She
crying.
cried when she found out we met them before.
I
her. She
thought-
wasn't in the room. We
I
just
thought
like,
it was the worst thing they could have done ever. I was like, how could you do that to me?
didn't
And
realize
I
it was
just
such a
started.
big deal.
Yeah, so I didn't know I could have that.
She
many
was like tuning her
feelings.
drum kit, and we just casually were walking by the dressing room and just said, "Hey, excited to be playing with you." Because we're dudes. We just
Yeah. So to say
that's-
the least, I didn't know I was capable of feeling those things, but apparently.
in front of them?
Yeah.
No. He even saw me when I did actually end up meeting them, which was a whole.
Bad shit.
That was a whole other story. I was very calm. Brian was so proud of me because I was just super like, I'm just a big fan of you guys. Like, so happy to be playing a show with you. Can I just have a picture? Got my picture with them, and it was great.
Were your insides just like going insane?
Oh my god! When
on.
he saw me, I was jumping up
All
and
right.
down, like freaking
I'm
out.
gonna put you on the
afterwards.
spot here. The next morning, by the way, we all jumped out of an airplane as a band and went skydiving for like a video series thing we
I'm
were doing.
terrified of heights.
We did this mostly because Jess is terrified of heights and roller coasters and everything. Now, I'm gonna ask you, were the butterflies in your stomach greater when you were about to meet the Backstreet Boys or when you were about to jump out of an airplane?
Actually, it was when I met the Backstreet Boys. The feelings that were going through my body were so intense. They're the Backstreet Boys. That's all I can
amazing.
say, you know.
So sexual. It's so weird.
But that's amazing. I'm glad you got to meet your
Thank
your idol. Have you met Justin yet? Are you gonna fangirl when you meet? So it's NSYNC for you and Backstreet for you.
It's not NSYNC. It's just Justin Timberlake. Okay. I'm pretty good at just meeting people. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I still firmly believe that every person, and every artist, no matter how big, no matter how small, loves hearing someone say they're a fan of what they do. And I think that's the easiest icebreaker in the entire world. And I've done it 100 times. And I would do the same thing to Justin Timberlake. And then I'd probably try to buy him a drink.
Are you guys heavy tweeters and Instagrammers?
Oh yeah.
Bad at Instagram, great at tweeting. Great at tweeting.
Opposite. I'm opposite.
Congratulations on being at iHeartRadio. We're excited to see you perform, and
Thank
good
you.
luck with Justin Timberlake. Good luck with Backstreet Boys.
Thank you.
You're on the I Wish tour right now.
Yes.
If you actually had 3 wishes, you had that magic wish, what are the 3 things you would wish for?
That is really difficult. I feel like I am spoiled.